Welcome to QZenith video tutorials. Hello there, welcome to the Parrot Essentials course, and in this video we're going to learn about the Linux directory structures and hierarchy. So let's get started. Now, the Linux directory hierarchy is the system of organizing files and directories within a Linux operating system, structured in a tree-like format starting from the root directory. Now, this hierarchy is designed to separate and categorize files and directories based on their purpose and type, adhering to the file system hierarchy, which is also known as FHS. So, the Linux directory hierarchy is a standardized file system layout used in Linux-based operating system to organize and manage files and directories. It begins with a single root directory and branches out into various subdirectories, each serving a specific role or function. The organization ensures consistency across different Linux distributions and simplifies system administration and navigation. Now, let us understand the directory structures or hierarchy in detail. So we have got our hard disk where our Parrot operating system is installed, and we have got the storage space over here of 512 GB of hard disk, right? So again, the top level directories. We've got the root directory, the top level directory from which all other directories branch out. We have got /bin contains essential command binaries, executables required for basic system functionality and maintenance. Commands like ls, cp, and mv are found here. /boot holds files needed for booting the system, including the Linux kernel, initial RAM disk, which is also known as initrd or initramfs, and bootloader configuration files. /dev contains device files that represent hardware devices. Examples /dev sda for a disk or /dev tty for terminal devices and virtual devices. We have got /etc stores system-wide configuration files and scripts. This includes system settings and configuration files for various applications. Examples include /etc password, /fstab, and /hostname. We have got /home contains user home directories. Each user has a subdirectory here, which could be /home username, it could be user1, it could be solved by Dave, right? Which stores personal files and user specific configurations. We have got /lib, which contains essential shared libraries and kernel modules used by the binaries in /bin and /sbin. Libraries provide necessary functions for software to run. We have got /media that is used as a mount point for removable media such as USB drives, CDs, and DVDs. Devices are typically mounted here automatically. We have got /mnt. Now, this is a generic mount point for manually mounting file systems or devices. It's often used by administrators for temporary mounts. We have got /opt or opt, used for optional application software and add-on packages. Software installed in /opt generally does not adhere to the standard Linux directory structure. We have got /proc, a virtual file system providing information about system processes and kernel parameters. This directory is dynamically created and contains information like /proc CPU info for CPU details. We have got /root, the home directory for the root user. The system administrator, it is distinct from /home and used for root's personal files and configurations. /run that contains runtime data and information that are meant to be preserved between reboots. This includes data about system services and user sessions. We have got slash sys, a virtual file systems providing information and control over kernel devices and other system hardware. It's used for system and device management. We have got slash temp, which is used for temporary files created by applications and the system. Files in slash temp are not guaranteed to persist between reboots and may be cleared periodically. And we've got so much on, such as slash user, slash var, we're going to cover later on. So the key points that you need to remember is the Linux file system hierarchy adheres to the file system hierarchy standard, which is also known as the FHS, which ensures consistency across distributions. System directories slash bin slash sbin slash lib are used for essential system files needed for booting and basic operations. User directories such as slash home or slash srv are used for user data and service specific data, and special directories such as slash proc and slash sys provide dynamic and virtual file system information. Understanding this structure helps in navigating Linux systems, managing files, and configuring system settings effectively. So I have switched back to my Parrot operating system and I will show you how the directory structure looks like. So here we have got the Parrot, right? Just like the My Computer in your Windows operating system or this PC in your Windows operating system. So if you click on that icon, I'm going to just double click on it. And on the left pane, you can see a lot of information, right? Solved by Dave's desktop. And if I'm going to click on file system, that means it's going to show me the directories. So these are the top level directories, just like your Windows C drive. This is what it looks like in Linux within the root, right? So that root again is the main partition. And within that partition, we have got the top level directories such as the bin, as we have already discussed, the boot, the devices, so the slash etc. Now, within this etc directory, it stores system-wide configuration files. We've got the home where we've got the user home directories. If I'm going to double click on home, it shows you the user that already is been created in our system. So also you can make sure that how many users are currently created in your system. You can view it over here as well. The number of users are going to be placed over here with their own home directory. So if I'm going to double click on my solved by Dave's directory, here we can see the desktop, the documents, the downloads. So all of these folders or directories and files are actually of this specific solved by Dave user. So if I'm going to just close this and then wanted to view from the command line interface, I can just click on the terminal and double click on it, control shift, hold it, and then plus plus plus. And if I'm going to do ls and then root, so that means I'm actually trying to view what files and folders are in the root directory. So if I'm going to hit enter, it shows me the same information: the bin directory, the dev directory, the root directory, the boot directory, and the home directory, the media as well, right? So within the home directory, if you wanted to actually access that directory, what you can do is cd change directory slash home, and then the username, it's going to be solved by Dave, right? So if you wanted to only access the home directory, you can just do cd and then slash slash means root, and within the root directory we've got the home directory. And then if I'm going to hit enter, it now shows you that you are currently in your home directory. So ls space minus l, hit enter, it shows you that currently you are in this specific directory and you have got a user directory, just like the Windows. If I'm going to relate it with Windows, I'm going to switch back to my Windows over here. Just click on over here, and then the same thing goes. If we just click on it over here, the folder, it shows you the directories information, right? And if I'm going to just click on this PC, and we have got the partitions. So if I'm going to just double click on C drive, it shows me the directory. Now these directories are the top level directories over here in Windows. So if you wanted to see the users, this is equivalent to the home directory of Linux. So users in Windows, in Linux we call it as home. So double click on it and we see users over here. The same thing in Linux, we have got this home directory, and within the home directory we can see how many users are available. So this is how it is related, just like the directories based on Windows as well as in Linux. So now you understand the structure of directories or the hierarchy directories. So we're going to learn a lot more, but as of now, I hope you did enjoy going through this video. Hope it was informative for you. I will see you on my next video. Thank you for watching, guys.